Hi everyone, my name is Josh Tangway and I wanted to put out an introductory video for PSY400 Child Development. I'm really excited to be teaching this course this semester. I've taught it a couple times on campus, but this is my first time teaching it virtually. I've been teaching virtually for Fort Hays for about 5 years or so, and I think some of you in this course have taken other courses with me, which is great, so you're already kind of accustomed to how I do things. So I want to go over that a little bit in this video and go over some other important information so we can get rolling. So first off, a little bit about me. I already told you about my history with Fort Hays a bit, but I am a therapist in the state of Kansas, and I have specialized in working with children for about the last 5 years or so, and that's really kind of where my passion is. So I'm super excited to be teaching child development because obviously that's a big part of what I do. And child development is really important for a lot of different fields. So whether you want to be a teacher at really any level, or you want to go into the helping profession to be a therapist or case manager or whoever, or you're just taking this class for a multitude of other reasons, I think it is very important. It's a very good part of having a rounded education. And I'll give you an example of that. I think there are a lot of things in child development that you'll be learning about that a lot of the general public just aren't aware of, which is astounding. And once you learn about it and then learn how many people don't know too much about this stuff, you'll be like, how do you not know about this stuff? It's really important. So I'll give you a really simple example. We'll be learning about attachment theory. And attachment theory really focuses on the first year or two of life, especially that first 12 months or so. And a child's attachment style is really formed in that first year of life based on how much they can trust their environment, how stable their environment is, how much their needs are met, their interactions with their caregivers, and so forth. So a lot of people, for some reason, think that that time period isn't that important or doesn't have as big of an effect as it actually does. So we'll be diving into a lot more of that, but that's just a really, really little snippet of something that I think a lot of people are unaware of or don't know much about, and it's obviously very important. So excited to be diving into stuff like that. In terms of the course itself, I want you to know that I'm here for you guys to answer questions. I respond quickly to emails. I also listed my phone number, and you can call me if that's better for you or easier for you. I do like emailing though. If you don't hear back from me within 48 hours, definitely resend. You can just re-forward the email to me. You don't have to type it back out. Every now and then one slips through the cracks, but I work to be really diligent about that and work with you guys. And so email me anything that you get. At the same time, I try to really help you work through the course and understand the finer points of getting through things. In that light, I have made a couple of videos to help you get accustomed to the course structure. Probably the most important thing is the My Development Lab. My Development Lab is an online tool. It's really more than a tool. It's kind of like an online system that was put out by Pearson that correlates with our textbook and our course. It is going to be doing a lot with us this semester. The media assignments and the videos that you are required to watch are all part of My Development Lab. So it is a required component to have for this course. If you bought a new textbook, if you bought an 8th edition new textbook that was not used, you should have the access code you purchase. Part of the purchasing cost for the book was that access code, so you should have that. If you have the 7th edition of the book and you have an access code, it might work, it might not. You can definitely try it and see if it works. But if you don't have that access code as part of your book, then you will need to purchase access to My Development Lab. I put out a whole video just on how to register for My Development Lab with an access code or without an access code, how to get access to that. It's a screencast, so it will follow my screen as I hypothetically do it. So I really hope that you guys watch that video all the way through and you get access to it. But if you have any questions afterwards, feel free to email me and we will work it out. please do that ASAP. It's really important to get access to that, as we'll be using it throughout the semester in the first unit here. So obviously very important. Okay, in terms of my development lab, obviously some of the assignments are on there, some of the material is on there. We'll be submitting some assignments through there. We'll be submitting some assignments through Blackboard. So the exams are on Blackboard. We have 4 exams throughout the semester. They will be on Blackboard. They are timed exams, but you can take them as many times as you want. So I believe it's a 60-minute timer, but you can take them as many times as you want. I think they range from 25 to 50 questions, if I remember correctly. So please keep that in mind. The media assignments are submitted through my development lab, and then I bring those over to Blackboard myself. And our major project for this semester, which is super cool, is the virtual life simulation, which is through my development lab. Now, I'll put out a whole video just on that, so you don't have to really worry about the finer details of that now. But if you go to Unit 3, you can find all the questions and the rubric it's all in one document, explanation of everything in one document with the questions and the breakdown of the rubric for each question in that document in Unit 3. You will find the virtual life simulation in my development lab. I recommend you don't start it right away until you learn more about it and things like that, because I'm not sure. I've never really tried to restart my virtual simulation, so I don't know if you can restart it or not. So just be sure that when you want to start it is when you want to start it, and Unit 3 doesn't come up for quite some time. We only have 4 units in this class, guys. The units last between like 23 and 39 days or something like that. So they're really big chunks of time where you have to read numerous chapters in the text, watch numerous videos on my development lab, and complete numerous media assignments. And Units 3 and 4 have that virtual simulation assignment too, which takes up a big chunk of the points. So you have good amounts of time for each section, but you also have a lot to do within each unit. So please keep that in mind. This is a 400 level class, so I am trusting you that you're going to organize your time, complete assignments, do the reading, watch the videos. My development lab actually has like you can set up like a study guide or a study plan to kind of help keep you on track a bit. You can do that yourself, of course, too. But obviously, definitely more of a self-learning style where you have quite a bit of time to get different components done. So let's see, other things, other things. I think that's a pretty good overview overall. The one other thing for this course is I did post a VoiceThread introduction briefly too. I'd like to hear from each of you, whether it's in a video comment on VoiceThread or a write-up comment. You can do it as a write-up, you can do it as a video, or you can do it just audio. I have instructions on that in the first unit. It won't take you long to do. It'll be nice just to introduce each other to each other. And it's not worth any points or anything, so I mean, I won't be grading it. Just a little bit of interaction there. So, all right, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful summer. I'm excited to get this semester going. I'm here for you. So email me. There are a lot of supporting materials on here too. And let's get rolling.